Hello everybody, welcome to ASL, Ahmedabad School of Linguistics. Now I'm your host Ronak Vaidya. So from today, we are starting our journey for learning German level A1. Okay, and in this first lecture, we are going to learn pronunciation. Okay, now pronunciation is one of the most important topic in any language. Because once you know how to pronounce certain things, okay, then you are independent from the very first day. Because now you know how to pronounce certain things, so that means you know how to read those things on your own. You don't need anybody's help, okay, now to read the language. Let it be German or French or any language, okay. So in today's lecture, we are going to focus on pronunciation. So let's start. So basically, there are two different types of pronunciation. For example, let's say somebody's name is Parth. Okay. So if I ask, what's your name? And then he will respond, my name is Parth. And if I ask him, how do you spell it? He will say P-A-R-T-H. I'll say, okay, great. And how do you pronounce each alphabet in your name? And I'll say P-A-R-T-H. P is P, A is A, R is R, so on and so forth. And so still, when I ask him his name, he doesn't say his name is P-A-R-T-H, although that is exactly how each alphabet in his name is pronounced. I'll say his name is Parth, instead of saying his name is P-A-R-T-H. So what is happening here is that there are two different types of pronunciation. First is the pronunciation of alphabets, like A, B, C, D, E, F, so on and so forth. When like individual letters, the pronunciation of the letters. And the second is the pronunciation of the same letters, but when they are clubbed together and they make a word. Okay. So there are two different types of pronunciation. Once again, so first is the pronunciation, and this is very crucial, so please pay attention. First is the pronunciation of the letters when they are standing alone, like A, B, C, D, E, F, so on and so forth. And the second is the pronunciation of the same letters when they are clubbed together, when they are joined and they make and they form a word. Okay. So when these different letters, they come together and they make a word, the pronunciation gets altered, it gets modified. And then that pronunciation is very much similar to our pronunciation that we have learned in Indian languages. Let it be Hindi or Gujarati or Tamil or Telugu. Okay, so for example, P becomes P, just like our alphabet, our Indian alphabet. A is A, R is R, TH is Th, so Parth. P-A-R-T-H, Parth. Okay. So we are going to focus on both this pronunciation and we will learn them both. Okay. So let's start. First, with this much background, the first that we are going to learn is the pronunciation of letters individually. Okay. So like when they are standing alone. However, as we have learned just now, that this pronunciation of the letters when they are standing alone, it's not useful to read anything. Okay. However, we have to learn it, right? Okay. So let's start. So please speak with me. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N-O, L-M-N-O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So as you can see, these 26 characters, they are just like the characters that we have in English. It's just that instead of A, B, C, D, they are pronounced as A, B, C, D. Okay. However, apart from these 26 characters, in German we have 4 extra characters, 4 extra letters. And out of these 4 extra letters, 3 letters, okay, these 3 letters are made using these 2 small dots. And these two small dots, they are called umlaut. Umlaut. Okay. And what does it mean, if you are wondering? So this umlaut represents letter E. Now, what do I mean by that? Umlaut represents letter E. So if you are a fan of football, or if you are even a little bit acquainted with German names and surname, then you would know that Müller, this is one of the most common German surname. M-U umlaut L-L-E-R. Okay. However, if you want to write this name, if you want to write this surname, okay, in English, we do not have this character, right? We do not have this character of umlaut. So how can we write this name in English? So just now, as I have said, that umlaut represents letter E. So by that logic, M-U umlaut L-L-E-R, it can be written as M-U-E, because umlaut represents letter E. So M-U umlaut is like M-U-E L-L-E-R. Okay, and so by that same logic, A umlaut is like A plus E, O umlaut O plus E, and U umlaut is U plus E. So A umlaut, it's pronounced as A. O umlaut, its actual pronunciation is but for now you can pronounce it as Yo, perfectly fine. Along with the material that we have provided, you will also be provided some listening material. And so once you keep on listening, and over the period of time, you don't need to put any extra effort for this, but once you keep on listening, it will come eventually. Okay, so once again, A umlaut is A, O umlaut is U umlaut is U, but for now you can pronounce it as U, no issues. Okay, so A umlaut, O umlaut, U umlaut, and so A, U, and this beta looking character, it's called etset. Now once again, in English we do not have this character. Okay, so wherever you see this, okay, you have to assume, even in English, that there is double S. Okay, even in German. Okay, wherever you see this character, you have to assume that there is double S. Okay, so there is something. So in old German, okay, this instead of using double S, this was the character that was prominently used. However, in the new rules, okay, instead of using this letter, okay, they prefer to use double S. So wherever you see this letter, you have to assume that there is double S. Okay, and it is pronounced as S. Okay, so once again, let's do this entire thing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And then apart from this 26, we have 4 extra. Okay, and so umlaut, and then A umlaut, A, U, S, S, hissing sound, S. Okay, so this is the pronunciation of individual letters. Okay, now, but however, as I've already said, this pronunciation is not going to be much helpful in able to make you read anything German. Okay, for that, what you need is called phonetic pronunciation. It's called phonics. Okay, and so now we will learn that. As I've already mentioned, that this phonic pronunciation is very much similar to our Indian language, you know, our Indian alphabet that we have learned. Doesn't matter which Indian language you are talking about. Okay, so let's just learn that. However, before we go there, just one very important thing: the pronunciation of words. So as I've already mentioned, that phonic pronunciation means the pronunciation of the same alphabet, but when they are combined, when they are joined, okay, in a word. Okay, however, and so that the pronunciation gets modified. However, the pronunciation of vowel is never modified. Doesn't matter whether it is standing alone or it is used in a word. Okay, and why so? It's only logical. See, vowels are the building blocks. Okay, without vowel, it's impossible to pronounce almost anything. So, for example, in the name that we had taken as an example part, so there is just one vowel, A. If I just take it out, then what remains is P, R, T, H. Now, how to pronounce it? Like, doesn't make any sense, right? And so vowels are the building blocks. They are the blocks which join other consonants, other letters together so that we can speak anything. And so it only makes sense that we do not touch the pronunciation of the vowels. We do not modify them. So let's start. So doesn't matter these vowels, a, e, o, u, whether they are standing alone or they are used in a word, their pronunciation will always be the same. Okay. So with that in mind, let's just start. A remains a because, well, it's a vowel. But B becomes B, just like our Indian alphabet. So B becomes B. Then say, correct. S, D, A, once again, vowel. F, G, H, E, vowel. Now this one, yacht. So this is not J. The sound that we are hearing, yacht, has Y sound. So this is Y. So in German, wherever, in whatever the word that you see J, you have to assume that there is Y and not J. Okay? So if there is a German word where it is written J-A, then it is pronounced as correct, Ya, and not Ja. So Y, K, L, M, N, O, P, K, R, S, T, U. Once again, foul, right? So the sound, here I am not hearing any V sound. What I am rather hearing is F sound. So this is F in German, okay, when it is used in a word. Okay, and so if there is any word, let's say VO, then how would you pronounce it in German? Fo and not Vo. And so that is why the word is Volkswagen and not Volkswagen. I hope mystery solved for many of you. So F, V, Ch, U, S, T half and S, like tsunami. Okay, S, A, U, S. This is S. S, as in sama. But this one is S, as in tsunami. Okay. So with this background, the next thing that we are going to learn is diphthong. Now we know how to pronounce individual vowel. Okay. But now let's learn how to pronounce when more than one vowel are together. We know how to pronounce individual vowels, right? A, E, O, U. By the way, just one very crucial and important thing, quickly. So this is A and not this. Okay, this is A. This is E, not this. Okay, this is called A. This is A and this is E. Okay, so this is E, not this. And this is A, not this. Okay, so just keep this in mind. Okay, don't get confused too much. One hint. Okay. See how all these vowels are related to our Indian name. So for example, let's say somebody's name is Usha. So how would you spell it? U-S-H-A, right? So in our Indian name, U is pronounced as U. And see, that's precisely how it is pronounced in German as well. A is pronounced as A. So once again, that is precisely how it's pronounced in German as well. Okay, let's say somebody's name is Ketan. Okay, so K-E-T-A-N. Here E. K, K-E, E, it's pronounced as A, K. That's exactly how it is pronounced in German as well. Okay. So if you are ever confused, okay, as to how to pronounce a particular vowel, just remember one of your family members' name or your acquaintance's name, okay, and it will come to you. Okay, so now, as I said, the next thing that we are going to learn is diphthong. Now we know how to pronounce individual alphabets and individual vowels, A, E, O, U. Now we will learn how to pronounce when more than one vowels are together. So that situation where more than one vowels are together, that situation is called diphthong. So, diphthongs. Okay, so as I already mentioned a couple of times, okay, diphthong means more than one vowel together. Okay, that situation is called diphthongs. So let's learn, and this is very crucial, trust me. Okay, so IE. So you see any German word in which I and E is together. For example, over here, Okay, so any situation in which I and E is together, okay, that IE, it's pronounced as E. E. EI, any German word in which E and I are together. Okay, for example, over here, E and I are together. So that EI, this entire stuff, it's pronounced as I. I. EU. Okay, combine any German word in which E and U are together. So then EU, it's pronounced as Oi. Oi. So once again, IE, E, EI, I, EU, Oi. AU, on the other hand, it's pronounced as Au. Au. CH has two pronunciation. CH, normally it is pronounced as sh. So pay attention here. The sound comes from palate. From palate. So CH is pronounced as sh. Sh. It's not sh or kh or kh. No, it's not kh. It's sh. Okay. However, for now, if you have trouble pronouncing it, you can pronounce it as very soft spoken sh. Sh. Okay. So CH is normally pronounced as sh. However, if there is either A, O or U, any of them, either A, O or U, immediately before CH, then CH is pronounced as H. H. So once again, CH has two pronunciation. Here, that is the standard pronunciation. And the second, if there is either A, O or U immediately before CH, then CH is pronounced as H. So it's not ch, okay, unlike our Indian languages. So keep that in mind. SCH, on the other hand, it is pronounced as sh. Sh, very loud and clear. Sh. TSCH, now this is ch. TSCH, ch. Okay. UR, combined, it's pronounced as UR. UR. IR, ear. IR, ear. TION, it's pronounced as Sion. Sion. Okay. So now, if you know just this much, okay, just these two things. Once again, what are those two things? First is the phonic pronunciation of the alphabets, and second, the pronunciation of the diphthongs. If you know just these two things perfectly, okay, then that's it. You are ready to read almost anything and everything in German language. However, it doesn't happen overnight. Yeah. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you need to practice for now months or weeks. Okay. No. Just 3-4 days continuously. Okay. Just for 3-4 days. Daily for half an hour. Just practice this. Okay. These two things. Okay. And in the next video, I'm going to tell you how to practice it. What kind of material has been provided to you so that you can practice. Okay. On your own as well at home. So practice this continuously for half an hour daily for 3-4 days at max, and that's it. But because once you know it, you know it. Okay. Now while learning, see how important and crucial learning the pronunciation is. I want to make it clear at the outset. See, if you know the pronunciation rules, then just by looking at the word, okay, you don't need anybody's help. Just by looking at the word, you know how to pronounce it. Second thing, if you know how to pronounce it, then it also means that you can make the spelling of it. So that means the only thing that you have to remember is the English meaning, the English counterpart of that particular word. However, if you don't know the pronunciation, then the first thing you have to remember the spelling. Second, you also have to remember how to pronounce it. And third, obviously you have to remember its English meaning. Now we don't have a hard disk here. Okay. So if you know just these simple rules, okay, then your load Okay, it will be the workload, it will be more than half. Okay. So please take this topic really sincerely, okay, and practice it as much as possible, at least till you master it. In the next session, we are going to show you how to apply the concepts that we have already learned. Okay, and we are going to read some German words, and I am also going to show you how to do the reverse engineering of this. So that is to say, I'll say some German words and you will have to make out the spellings. Okay, till then, bye bye.